over the past few weeks, I have been picking up a few bits from here and there. And rather than doing post-opening videos all the time, I've kind of let some stuff build up and I'm going to do a haul video. So it's just a random haul video of stuff that I've got recently. And yeah, it is this lot here. So we're going to take a look. Let's do it. Let's get into it. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to this here haul video. Yes, so like I said, these items here have sort of amounted over the past 3 to 4 weeks. I've put stuff to one side, I've waited, they've come from different locations, different places. I've even bought a few bits off of Facebook groups, which I don't generally do, which I haven't done, but I sort of jumped into it and yeah, why not? But yeah, so we'll have a look at what we got. And the first one is a bootleg. Yes, a bootleg. Now, there was a reason why I got this. I'll show you what it is. It is Pennyworth. Pennyworth, the origin of Batman's butler. The complete 3rd season. The origin of Batman's butler. That's the subtitle that was only given to it from its 3rd season, 3rd and final season. And basically, seasons 1 and 2 of this were given Blu-ray releases, which I have, the official releases. Yet season 3, nowhere to be seen. And that kind of thing does bug the hell out of me. So I kind of sourced that final season just so that I've got it along with the others and complete that TV series. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Did I enjoy it as the origin of Batman's butler? Not particularly. I think if the TV series was named something completely different, had no connection to Batman whatsoever, I would still enjoy it. But yeah, so that's the first one, that there bootleg. It's a decent show. And what did I see him in? Benedict Cumberbatch, The Imitation Game. He was in that. Very young. I was watching it and I said to Mrs., that's Alfred from Pennyworth. That geezer there, that young guy. She was like, oh yeah. I did have to look, actually. I did have to go. No, what? Okay. I didn't say that's Alfred from Pennyworth. I said, is that Alfred Pennyworth from Pennyworth? I had to look on IMDb. It was. What's his name? Jack Bannon. Yeah, he's pretty good in it. Ben Aldridge, Emma. Yeah, let's just have a look. Anyway, moving on. So, Germany. Okay, so Germany, I imported, and I've already opened it, okay, and it is the movie Getaway, starring Alec Baldwin, Kim Basinger, James Woods down there. Look, James Woods. I like James Woods. I think he's pretty damn cool. So yeah, I got this. I haven't seen it in a long time. I had a look around, see if it was available anywhere. Lo and behold, it was available in Germany. Look, nice reversible sleeve there. So, sleeve, so you can get rid of that horrid logo there. So that's good. So yes, I imported that. Like I said, a film I haven't seen in probably a fair few decades actually, and I fancied giving it a rewatch and sourced it. There we go. We move to this film here, and I'll tell you why I got this. It's because of Derek. Derek over at Pure Hangout in America. You know, Derek, who does his, if you know him, great channel, Pure Hangout, go check it out. He does these random rankings where he just pulls any 3 films blindly off his shelves and then gives you a ranking based upon whatever criteria comes about during that particular period. But anyway, and he pulled this film, and I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever seen it. And it is Stone with Robert De Niro, Edward Norton, and Milla Jovovich. Now, you know, De Niro's good, Norton's good. I like Milla Jovovich, so I'll watch anything with her in. So that was probably the main draw of this film for me, was Milla Jovovich. And but I look at it and I do wonder, have I seen it? Have I seen it and completely forgotten about it? Or haven't I seen it? I don't know. Sorry if you can hear clanging and banging. It's the tortoise. Oh. I'll get him out and put him on the floor. So he's still doing well. Still going strong. It's on the underside. Just a little bit of chalky stuff. Probably from his cuttlefish. Yeah, so he can go down and wander around for a minute. So yes, a stone with, yeah, like I said, Jovovich and De Niro and Edward Norton. I've lost where I am. So yeah, a film that I'm unsure about whether I've actually seen or not. It wasn't expensive, it was cheap. Blind buy, obviously. Yeah, but I don't often do blind buys now. There we go. Cool, pretty good. I'll give that one a go. Milla Jovovich looks hot in it. So yes. So next up was an upgrade, and I have got rid of the standard Blu-ray, and this is what I do now for the most part. I still double dip. I still double dip. Don't get me wrong. All my bad habits haven't come to an end, but it's about making work on them. It's about moving forward and taking steps towards where you need to be or want to be. Do I want to stop doing double dipping? Not really. You know, there's some occasions I love double dipping and getting something that, you know, and I know it's crazy, but, you know, if another Jaws comes out, I will get another Jaws. Okay, it's that sort of a thing. But for the most part, where I upgrade, I then go to the shelf behind me if it's a film that's worthy of upgrade, and then I get rid of said edition that is sat behind me. We'll come back to that in a moment. So what I've got here is the Criterion Collection release of Raging Bull. Again, Robert De Niro, young Robert De Niro film, obviously directed by Martin Scorsese. And yes, now again, a film I've not seen in quite some time, but it's a good film. It's a great film. Obviously, it's all in black and white. If you don't know, I think it was made in the early 1980s, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so let's take it out and let's have a look. So we've got a lovely black case with Jake LaMotta on the front there. Character Robert De Niro plays. You've got a wealth of special features. I can't read that under this lighting. I need proper daylight to read that. So inside we get 2 discs, and we also get this production booklet, which is a bit sort of creased there, but it's, you know, it's quite a thick booklet. What was I looking at there? I was looking at, did I see the colour? Did I see a hue on the top corner when I was doing it first off? Can't see it now. Anyway, so yeah, a lovely production booklet, all about film. A lot of writings in there, which is always good. I don't like picture booklets, they wind me up, no end. And yeah, so Raging Bull in, well, from Criterion. So let me just peel off the Criterion sticker like so, and I've peeled that off and I've lost all the sticky on the back. I was gonna stick it into the inside. A bit anal, I know, but you know, so I will put the little sticker in there. There's no sticky left on it, but it'll be in there. But yeah, so there we go, Raging Bull. That will go with my R's anyway, or should it go in the 4K section? I don't know. Okay, moving on. I do apologise, I've got to blow my nose now because I don't know if it's hay fever or dust. I don't know. I have here now 4 steelbooks. 4 steelbooks, yes. Now 3 of them I got off of Facebook, off a Facebook group, and we'll come back to that in a minute. But the first one I got is just a Blu-ray steelbook. not a film that I have in the collection in any way, shape or form, and it is Smoking Aces. Smoking Aces. So I was just scrolling through Amazon like you do, and I came across this in their top 100 steelbooks, and it was £4.60 or something stupid like that. Silly price. So I thought, okay, well, I've seen Smoking Aces a long time ago. I haven't seen it in years. I think it's recently got a 4K release, possibly. Definitely not worth me picking up on 4K, but for £4 something, I thought, you know what, I'm going to pick that up and I'm going to revisit it. I'm going to give it a go. You know, it's got decent cast, hasn't it? It's got, you know, Ryan Reynolds is in it. I don't think he's in is he in a huge role? Does he get killed off early? I don't know. Is Affleck in this? Ben Affleck, I believe. Ray Liotta, the late Ray Liotta. Yeah, so it's, you know, and it's kind of Tarantino-esque. It's one of them kind of sort of crime caper sort of films that sort of try to be Tarantino but not as good. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, £4. £4. I actually messaged Chris, Cypher Sigma, Screen Time, and said to him, oh look, you know, they've got this on Amazon for just over £4. And I know he has this £5 rule for steelbooks that he breaks a lot anyway, depending on if it's what kind of film it is. And obviously for a steelbook for under a £5, it's pretty damn good. So I'm getting off the J card here, and it's stuck on with them bits of stickers. So, you know, that's a nice steelbook. It's a nice steelbook. It's quite subtle in its, you know, kind of card. Ace of Spades, and the spade is made up of weapons and knives and axes and things, and it's kind of spot glossed on. It is spot glossed on, and you got the blood. You can see the red catching the light up the top there, at the top, and yeah, and then you've got Smoking Aces going down there. The spine is of similar with that card motif, and even on the back you've got a nice, you know, and that's a nice steelbook. That's a nicely designed steelbook. I can't deny that. And you got your one disc there, your Blu-ray, and you got your interior art. So that is that. So again, a film that I've probably not seen since it came out. I don't know if I ever owned it on DVD. I may have done, and it would have been a blind buy that I only ever watched once, which doesn't say too much about whether I'm going to enjoy it or not. So that'll be a bit thingy. So next steelbook, what shall we go for? We'll go for the open one, because I've got two here that are sealed. So, I do have this on 4K already, and I am getting rid of that said 4K because I now have the steelbook for it. And it's a Best Buy exclusive, I believe, when Best Buy were doing steelbooks. And I know that it sold out pretty sharpish. And it is Sisu. Yeah, Sisu. Now, this film came out of nowhere. I knew nothing about it. It had come out, it had released. I knew nothing about it. But I was sent a bootleg copy by one of the fellas I get bootlegs off of, and said, you should watch this, watch this. So I watched it, I reviewed it, I watched it. I was blown away. I was blown away. This was a great film. This was a really solid, good film. Did I put it in my top 10 of last year, or did I forget all about it? I don't know, but it should have made my top 10. If I didn't, I made a mistake there. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's you know, very over the top, set during World War II. It's violence. It's a solid film, and you get a nice slip on it. But it's not one that comes out through the top or like they usually do. It's side on, like so. Now the only thing with this is there's a bit of sort of bowing on the slip there, as you can see, bowing on that plastic at the top, which don't bother me. Yeah, just probably a manufacturing issue that is there more than it is not. It is a manufacturing issue. But so we're given the steelbook there. There's the front. There's the back. Obviously, when you going the wrong way when you put the film in. You get it like covering his face with the blood on it and that sort of thing, because he goes on a killing spree of all his people. Germans. Open it up. We do have a American thing here now. I don't know if that's been used or not, but if anyone wants to give that a go, please feel free. And we get 2 discs in there, a lovely goldish one and a black one there. And seriously, if you've not seen this film, go see it. It's a lot of violent fun. You know, Nazis being killed. What's not to like? Should give it a watch again sometime soon. So that's one. And then the next 2 came off of the same buyer. I don't mean the same buyer as that one, or seller as that one. Sorry, same seller. I mean, they came together. These 2 came together from the same seller. The Sisu was from a different seller. And what I picked up was, first of all, I picked up, and I do have another 4K of this, I will say, so I've double dipped on this one. I've got 2 4K steelbooks for this now, 2 different ones. This is, I believe, the like Best Buy exclusive, and this is Rennie Harlin's Cutthroat Island. Now, we got this on 4K in this country not too long ago, in the last year at least, probably the latter part of last year, I guess, if I recall correctly. And I did get the steelbook, but I saw this steelbook, and this is a great steelbook. It's, you know, I really like the design on it. So yeah, so I sort of bit the bullet and said, you know what, if the opportunity is there for me to get this at a decent price, I'm going for it. So I got it. So I'm unwrapping it now. Look, we're going to do openings. Save, so I'm not going to say to you, well, here it is, but I'll open it in another video. We'll open it now. So we got Cutthroat Island there, look. So let's take that off. And yeah, I like these. I do like, I like, steelbooks have become very, very much the norm now, aren't they? You know, steelbooks, they used to be special. They used to be special, but that kind of, the special feel for steelbooks has waned. It's gone. It's past. Steelbooks are literally a norm of physical media, you know. So it's nice to have these steelbooks made with these, you know, with these slips that add to the art and give you 2 different kind of images, so to speak. So obviously, as you can see, you get the steelbook there, and what's that? I don't know what that is in the eye. I can't see. Is that Gina Davis and Modine there? There's little figures in there, supposed to be. I don't know. But obviously you slip it back in, and the skull then is adorned with an eye patch and the old pirate do-rag, bandana-y thing, with the title there that you can see. And there's the back of the steel sleeve there. So there's the front. Really nice design. I like that. I like that a lot. You've got the cutlasses there. You've got the ship there. Title there, which is covered over by the white of the title on that. Ropes and chains and blades and that round the head of the skull. What looks like a map in there. And on the back is that there. Now again, this is a film that I haven't seen for a long, look, one image there, look, that's fantastic. That looks great. Really nice, colourful steelbook. And again, if anyone's interested, there's a digital code for you. Please use it. Why not? I'm not gonna. I don't do digital. And we have 2 discs. There's the interior art, really nice. That drawn wanted poster there, Morgan Adams. And Blu-ray disc, compass on it, and 4K disc there as well. So yeah, I'm very pleased with that steelbook. It's a beautiful steelbook. Yeah. So we've got one more steelbook to go, and a steelbook set as well, which, oops, I'm putting that away into this plastic case that it was sent in as well, and forgetting to put the the actual slip onto it. So yeah, I think that's a nice. And yeah, Cutthroat Island as a film, was it 1996? Was it? Like I said, Rennie Harlin. Was it 96, or am I getting that date wrong? Obviously, there was no CGI in it. It was all practical. The film looks great. I know the film was a massive flop, massive flop, and I haven't seen it for a long time, and I really need to sit down and watch it, and I will do. But I remember always enjoying the film. I think it looked fabulous. Rennie Harlin's got a good eye for action anyway. You know, Die Hard 2, Cliffhanger, Deep Blue Sea, Rennie Harlin, you know, and unfortunately the film flopped. It flopped, which is, yeah, very unfortunate. But I don't think audiences were ready for a pirate caper. They were when Thingy came about, Pirates of the Caribbean, but they weren't ready for it with Cutthroat Island. So there we go. But yeah, so the next one is an upgrade from Blu-ray to 4K, and I didn't import this when it came out. I don't know why. I think it was probably just money at the time, so I imported it now. I do have a Blu-ray of this as a steelbook, and I do have a Blu-ray of it up the top there in a hardback book format with its 2 sequels and comic book included. So what film am I talking about? Sam Raimi's Darkman. Who is Darkman? Who indeed? Well, it's Liam Neeson, isn't it? Liam Neeson, then Bruce Campbell at the end, and then Arnold Vosloo in the film's sequel. So let's get this one opened. So Darkman is, yeah, a product of the 90s, early 90s, I believe. Sam Raimi wanted to do a superhero film. They wouldn't let him, and thusly he made his own in Darkman. This is a comic book movie, not based on a comic book. Comic books were done for it after the movie. Only a few. I think Marvel first done them, and then it moved to another company. Can't remember who, but I do have them somewhere in the vast array of comic book collection that hopefully sometime soon I will be able to get around to showing and going through the boxes that haven't been opened in about 15 years, believe it or not. So anyway, so yes, so Darkman, it comes with an array of special features, new 4K transfer from the original negative, approved by Sam Raimi, etc, etc. So let's take a look. Will we get this on 4K in this country? It would be nice to, but I've imported it anyway. So look at that. Nice spot glossing on that cover there. Who is Darkman? And you've got the classic Darkman poster behind the writing inside. I would have been happy if it was that poster on the box. Yeah, imagine that. This hasn't got one of those slips, right? But imagine if they'd made this with the slip, with Who is Darkman, a black slip, Who is Darkman. You pull that off to reveal the actual film poster. That would have been, you know, the icing on the cake. But they didn't do it. They went like this. But anyway, so it's a film that I like. I really like this film. Yeah, but what can I say? I like Darkman. And there's the front and back together, and we got 2 discs in there, like so. There's that rooftop scene where Darkman's running and explosions and that sort of thing going on behind him. Yeah, a young Liam Neeson in this one, but it's a solid film, so I'm happy to add that to the collection. Let's see if I can find the other steelbook, shall we, just to show you what the other one is that I have. Okay, so the other Darkman steelbook I had, like I said, it's a Blu-ray. It came from Germany. And it is this one here with a very horror-esque vibe to it. So, and I think this is a blinding looking steelbook. I really do. Really nice art on it. So I'm not getting rid of that. I'm going to have Darkman steelbook for 4K and for Blu-ray. So, yes. And I've still got the book up the top. Still got the book up the top. And I did have a Blu-ray trilogy collection of Darkman, but I traded that into CEX and got some money back for it. That was a little while ago. I traded that one in. When I just thought, why have I got it? I've got the trilogy up there in a book, comic book, hardback. Why have I got it in an Amaray as well? But yeah, so I welcome Darkman to the collection. Now, the next item I've got, it was very expensive. It was very expensive. Okay, I'll say that. I spent a lot of money on it. Why? Okay, so obviously I got 3 children. The children have grown up. My daughter has just finished like A-levels, that sort of thing, and left school. So I don't have to pay child maintenance anymore. I don't have to pay, you know, that's been a long time coming. You know, I've always paid for my kids, always, you know, always, never defaulted on a payment for the children or anything like that. Always done it, as well as buying them things, what they need, clothes, etc, you know. And I always said to myself, as we past few years, as we're getting closer and closer to the end, to that last payment, I said to myself, it's money that I don't have. It's money that I've not had for a long time, if that makes sense. You know, the minute I get paid, it's kind of wiped off of my money. Now, there wasn't a legal thing in place or anything like that. CSA wasn't involved, whoever the board is that oversees that now. It was just between me and the ex, and like I said, I never defaulted on it. Always paid. So I said that day, when that day comes and I don't have to pay that anymore, I'm just going to, on the first time when I've got that money, I'm going to save it. I'm going to save that money every month. I'm going to put it away because it doesn't exist to me in my mind. I've always gone without it. I'm not going to live to my means and include that as part of my means, if that makes sense. It's going to go to savings. Or if my daughter still needs help with stuff, it's there for that as well, you know, until she gets herself settled. But I said on that first one, I'm going to buy myself something nice, something that I've wanted, something that I want to add to the collection. So anyway, so it brought me to this, and I bought the Book of the Living Mummy trilogy set. Now, yes, there is a Book of the Dead one, which is the all black one with that in gold there. And there was this one. Now, the all black one goes for a lot of money. I mean, some people are trying to get £1,000 for it, over £1,000. Yeah, this one, it cost me £200. I paid £200 for this set, okay? And like I said, it's money that doesn't exist to me, if that makes sense. See what I'm saying? So I kind of justified it in that sense. After years and years, almost 12, 13 years of maybe long 15 years of paying non-stop, I've finally, I thought for myself, I'll get myself something. So I got this, and it's a lovely set. It didn't come with a J card or that, do you know what I mean? But it's lovely embossed box. Obviously, it's like a wood thing there to give it that book kind of esque look. Embossing all over it in the texture. Obviously, that's where the key thing goes. And you open it up, and you got 4 films. So you got the Mummy there with a lovely steelbook, and you do get the 4K and the Blu-ray within, with the everything blue little tag there. Then you get the Mummy Returns there, and you get Tomb of the Dragon Emperor there. Interestingly, well, let me have a look first. And they come in this box here with the dividers there. So that's, yeah, really nice. So anyways, I'm pleased with that. I'm really pleased with it. There's no buyer's remorse there whatsoever. So anyway, so as for films, I've never watched this film all the way through. I remember initially when it came out, I didn't go cinema to see it. I saw it when it came out on physical media, whatever, release. and I couldn't get through it. I probably downloaded it illegally to watch when a DVD rip of it came up, and I couldn't get through the film. I couldn't get, and to this day, I've never seen that film to the end, to this day. I need to revisit that. I remember it being fun, not as good as the first, and obviously dodgy CGI with the Dwayne Johnson, Scorpion King stuff. I do like Scorpion King film as well, actually. I think that's pretty good. But yeah, it was still a lot of fun. And, you know, the first Mummy film, it's a really good film. I remember going to see it in the cinema, I think it was 1999, and having a lot of fun with it. It was almost like Indiana Jones was back. A bit more comedic, tongue-in-cheek, but it was almost like Indiana Jones was back on the screen, so to speak. It very much played like that kind of a sort of film. Certainly better than the latest Indiana Jones film. So yeah, so that gave me that. So, but not only that, that is only that, but that brings me to this, because I do have a sealed Mummy trilogy embossed single box like that, still sealed. So what I'm going to do is I am going to sell this on eBay, because I know it asks, it does demand a little bit of money, this one, so I might be able to get a bit of money back off of that. So that £200 isn't that much, if that makes sense. And that's where I'm saying I'm not going to double dip and keep that set there. I do have the Mummy itself on 4K Steelbook. I may well sell that one on also. I do have it. I think I have it on 4K Steelbook. Mummy. Or do I just have it on a standard 4K? I'm questioning that now. It might be a standard 4K. But anyway, but yeah, so that one there, still sealed. I'm going to eBay that and sell it. So anyway, so that was it. They've come over the past sort of month, and I've just held them back in little piles, gone up and up and up as the month's gone on. And today I thought I'll sit down, I'll film them and show stuff that I've picked up. So there we go. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And I shall see you on the next one. So take care all, and goodbye.